couldn't do no better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you live the 10 Commandments, and
Believe in the Lord and follow the 10 Commandments.
yeah.
What about the younger ones, the grandkids? What have you got to say to them?
Well, their families, I don't think that they'll start at the top. I don't think Tim and Linda are the oldest, and they have 2 children, and I don't think any of them go to church. And then John. And
Chris and Shelley, they are very active in the Job's Daughters and church. And Mary Lou's going to have a baby. Or not Mary Lou, she already has one. Amy Lynn's going to have a baby.
yeah,
And I guess CJ, you said, is having a baby too? CJ's girlfriend. And so we'll have some great, that would be great, again, great-great-grandchildren. Again. Yeah. So,
What kind of advice would you give these kids that are coming up now?
what kind of advice?
Yeah, about life and what they should be doing and things like that.
or any message that you want to, have or say to anybody, really. Is there anything in particular that you would like to have them see this and hear from you?
If they could live every day and do what the Lord lets us know, that was honesty and all of those things, then they have to go to Jesus, and they always, all of them know that I have always gone to church, been active in church. And Kathy and her kids do. She was married to a man that was a big helper at church. And John, I think that John's biggest part of his home is in the bar. And that really is not what I would hope for him. But that's the way it is. And he is old enough. And he's had enough Christian family that he knows that staying in the bar is not going to get it. So, I feel like that I let him down. I wasn't a very good leader.
I wouldn't say that. I'd say you did the best you could.
Yeah, because
Everybody makes their own choices.
uh,
Everybody, we all make our own choices and directions, and we've all made our own mistakes of directions that we took. Everybody's got that. Nobody's done it perfect. And it's been our own choice, Mom, not yours. It was every individual, every person's choice. It's not to be a reflection on you for all of our bad choices. But I know you love all of your kids, all of your grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and great-great-grandchildren. And we wanted to do this, Kevin offered to do this DVD so that they could see you, hear you, and you could tell us some of your stories. And
Hi, Mrs. Frank. You're all right, honey. Thank you.
How much I love my kids. I love all of them, from the oldest and the biggest to the youngest and the least. And we are, I'm going to have grandbaby, great, in August. John's two oldest ones, Mary Lou, is
actually, I think it's Amy. It's Amy Lynn, isn't it? Amy is going to have a baby? So I
Amy?
thought you said it was Amy was going to have a baby. Maybe Mary Lou's going to have another one. I thought it was Amy Lynn going to have one. Her and David, her husband David, be there first. If that's correct.
so.
What kind of advice do you have for the future generations that aren't even here yet, that are going to be part of your family, that you haven't even met yet? What would you like to say to them? The ones that's going to see this 20, 30 years from now, 40 years from now, 50 years from now.
Well, I'm sure it'll be a completely different world at that time than it is now. And 30 years ago, it isn't today like it was 30 years ago. So the change is, maybe part of it is good change, but I feel like that there's more not good. And I wish that times would change and make it better for the young people that are just beginning. But that'll never happen, even though I wish it would. I'm sure I'm not the only one. So.
Well, you've led a very amazing life. From what we've been hearing today and what you told us before, you've led quite an amazing life in your 88 years here. And you've raised a family, you've done the best you can, and now you're leaving them a message. And how would you like them to remember you? How would you like to be remembered?
That I loved each and every one of them. And I've always prayed for the best for each one. And I know that they've all made mistakes, some more than others. But there's always room for improvement.
And there's, I'm sure you're proud of everybody, all your kids, and grandkids and great-grandkids. Is there any special messages that you want to go out to anybody in particular, anybody that's on your mind? If not, I mean, just say what's on your mind.
Well, if I had I would ask the Lord to bless each one and stick in there with my kids, keep them safe and healthy and happy.
Mm-hmm.
And I pray that the ones that are expecting new babies now, I might not get to see their babies. They're, of course, I think maybe August they're expecting, so I think I'll make it through August.
Yeah, I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't forget Abigail and Olivia. And Olivia is named after Mom, and her name is Olivia Dixie.
Okay.
And that is Tony's two girls.
Uh-huh.
And they're very very special, very precious to Mom.
That's amazing.
In the South Dining Room, the history of
Yeah,
NASCAR.
they're,
Come on down to the South Dining Room and
each
enjoy a
one
little bit of history
had
and a delicious
my
treat.
grandson,
Thank you.
the third oldest, has a son. His mother has just treated him like he was still a little boy. And she don't want him to grow up. She don't want him to leave her.
Who are you talking about?
Lisa.
Oh, I'm sorry. The overhead speaker was talking, and I was listening to how long she was going to talk, and so I missed that part. You'll have to edit that a little bit out.
Well, yeah, I'll try. Yeah. Well, I think this has been great being able to talk to you and hearing all of your history. And it's just been amazing to hear the life that you lived and what you've gone through in your life. And we have a great deal of respect for your generation. You've done a very good job here on Earth with your family.
I was still trying to teach the kids on my bus, as you well know,
Uh-huh.
that good behavior. Because I didn't put up with bad. I just, in the first place, they don't need to be bad.
One of the things I remember her saying was, do unto one another, do as you would want them to do to you.
The golden rule.
Right. And to be good to one another.
Yeah.
And,
That's a good message.
yeah.
I had two brothers that was raised in foster home
Two brothers?
that rode my bus, and they stayed with foster parents on Grand Blanc Road, almost to Linden Road.
Okay.
And they were really